morning and welcome. And it's 8:30 on the 22nd of May. So this is Monday, the 22nd of May. And I'd just like to say thank you to all those who give me the likes and the subscriptions. Very much appreciated. It helps with my YouTube analysis. Thank you. Okay, and we'll start as ever with the AUD USD. We've got our trend line here on the RSI. It's just coming up to the 50, and it seems to be, yeah, it seems to sort of flattened off a little bit. We have got a green candle this morning, but well, we got the 24,000 extra positions long on the commitment of traders. So I'm expecting this to go a bit higher. It has more or less reached where I had my my target, but with the new information that we got on Friday, I've actually raised it about another 100 pips up here, close to 76, just below 76, just the top of these candles here, you know, where it's finding a little bit of resistance. So I'm going to leave that. There's no big rush to get into another trade, especially one that's still moving in the opposite direction. Euro dollar. We've got 19,000 extra short positions on this. So this takes the commitment of traders as short on the euro dollar as they have ever been. We've had a bit of divergence on the candles at the top here. I know it's only between two candles, but it does show a weakness, a sentiment for weakness. I will get a stop behind that one, but I am looking for this to short this week. Same basically on the euro Japanese yen. We're at about at entry this morning. Not at entry. We're about where it started this morning. It's had a little hike north and now it's coming back down. I've got a trade with a stop right at the top here, and that's a big trade. So I've got small trades at the bottom and I've got my big trade at the top, which is the way round I like it. Yes. Euro New Zealand dollar. This is shorting well for us now this morning. I've got again fairly large trade in at the top. I've got my stop behind it, and I've just gone past where I got out at a loss. So between the last pair and this one, I've actually got the cash back in, so I should get my loss back. GB USD. We've got divergence again on this pair. The candle's made a higher high, the RSI has made a lower low. This ought to go down. You've also got quite a few contracts, 8,000 contracts short went on the pound last week. You've still got an overall long position on the pound, but we are expecting a bit of a pullback. I expected maybe 1.27. We'll see how that goes and might get back in again long. The S&P, we've got divergence again on this pair, and I think it was on the weekly chart. Yes, so the candles are making a higher, and the RSI is making a lower low. We did come down, we've closed the gap, and now we've come back up. I think you know, you've got the divergence, but I think it might just have a little pop up before it comes down. It's an expensive pair to trade. I think I'm better off trading the Japanese yen that works in sync with the S&P. So when the S&P is high, the Japanese yen is low. So what we're looking for is the S&P to go lower and the Japanese yen to go higher. And that's a cheaper trade as far as I'm concerned. There are hidden costs with the S&P. Euro GBP. We're expecting this to come down basically to about the 83, 84 mark. So as it takes out this nice move that we had long. So the commitment of traders is heavily bearish of the euro, and overall it is long of the pound. So we'll see what happens with that over the next couple of weeks. Euro CHF, we really like this. I've got quite, that's an hourly chart. There you go, sorry, daily chart. I have got a new position that I put in here this morning, and it's already coming into profit. So I'm going to get a stop behind that. And I'm quite pleased with that. It was one of the largest divergences on the commitment of traders, the Euro CHF, if I remember correctly. It was quite impressive. We've got the gap up here, which we're expecting to fill, and it's got quite a way to run. Right, Euro CAD. This again is a fresh trade I took this morning. We've got divergence on this pair. So the RSI has made a lower low, and that is quite a steep angle there, which I like to see, and quite a steep angle there. So there is good divergence between this pair. And again, we're looking to close the gap, and that's our first target here. And then we'll look to the commitment of traders to see if it wants to go any further. So that seems to be going quite well this morning. And on to silver. This has made quite a big candle up this morning, and then it receded back down. I still think it's going to go up to this blue line, so we will see how far that goes. It is a nice one to short. It's quite a cheap trade. There aren't high swaps on it, so it is a good long-term trade. It might fail at the 50 mark here. I think that's got a little bit further to run, so we'll keep watching that. USD JPY, this has come down nicely. We were up here. It's I think it's come down about 300 pips. I really want it to close this gap. That's going to be around about the just over 500 pips trade. So that was a very nice trade. And yeah, pleased with that one. USD CAD, the commitment of traders obviously was long the Canadian dollar. So I've lowered my target. And we'll see if this goes down a bit further. The first target was hit 135. Commitment of traders are even more bullish of the Canadian dollar, so I've left it on. We've got the trend line down here. It is below the 50. We'll see how far this goes down. I'd be quite happy buying this at 133. So there we go. USD Mexican peso. Yeah. Now, as I said, I've missed 3 opportunities to get out of this. I thought this would be a long-term trade up. Yeah, could have done better. Move on quickly. Oil has actually gapped up a little bit this morning. So, yeah, more strength in the oil. It's nearly up to the blue line, which is about where I think it's going to get to. If it pops up here 51.50, I might just take a little punch short in it. It's a positive swap, and it's quite a nice one. So that is a bonus from trading oil short, and the fundamentals basically are short. So and you can see that this is actually making, this is only a daily chart, if we put on the weekly. This looks to me like it is creeping downhill. Yeah, so I'll look to that maybe tomorrow, see if I can get in, but I would love a short on that up here somewhere. Okay, well, thank you all for watching. It was an interesting weekend with the commitment of traders, and I think it's going to be quite an exciting week. I'm really looking forward to this week. Okay, cheers. Hopefully see you tomorrow. Thank you.